This morning, there are now at least 185 confirmed coronavirus cases in Pennsylvania. 25 of those cases are in our region. We're now at 18 cases in Allegheny County, and Westmoreland County now has its first 2 cases. The number is expected to spike as more people are tested and those tests are processed. Last night, Governor Tom Wolf made a big announcement to help curb the spread. All non-life-sustaining businesses have been ordered to close. We want to welcome in Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman into the studio this morning to talk about that order and how this is trying to slow the spread of the coronavirus.
That's what this is all about. What the governor did last night was effectively announce to all Pennsylvanians that it is time to sober up about this, take this seriously, and realize that all our collective individual actions will have a profound impact on how severe this outbreak gets.
Yeah.
And everyone needs to understand that we are all in this together, and now is not a time to panic, but now is a time to realize that we are facing significant challenges, and we probably should best suspend the term normal for a while and just realize that this is the new normal going forward.
Right. So we've heard the saying from the state, stay calm, stay home, stay safe. And for some, I think they're seeing the silver lining in this. Maybe they get to spend more time at home, having family dinners, spending time with family. But for others, there is a real struggle, some financially. I mean, we've seen the service industry impacted by this big time, small business owners struggling. So what's your message to them in all of this?
My message to them is that this is all going to be worked out. These kind of challenges aren't going to go away. We don't even know fully what these challenges will look like. Whether that's universal basic income during the period of this crisis, we're waiting on a formal federal response and to marry our state's response into that. But as I said, it is not the time to panic. There's some confusion. Grocery stores are going to stay open. Gas stations are going to stay open. There's plenty of food. Be kind to one another. This is not the time to start clearing out your grocery store and creating a panic. This is really more about what our normal is going forward.
And there is a list that contains
Absolutely.
What is allowed to stay open and what should close.
There are, and if you look at that list, there are going to be questions, obviously, and you're encouraged to call the numbers online, whether it's the governor's social media account or it's the Department of Health or the Department of Community and Economic Development. But I would just ask everybody to be patient and understand that we are in a situation that no one really knows exactly what's going forward. But our country has faced great crises, and I channel my grandparents and my great-grandparents and about rising to what is going to disrupt what we understand to be our normal daily routine, and to have people be patient and understand that we are all in this together, and our small collective actions that we take on a daily basis will have a profound impact on how severe this ultimately becomes.
You mentioned questions. I mean, we've gotten so many emails since the announcement came down yesterday evening. Everything from ride-sharing, if that qualifies as something that should be closed or stay open, and even you were mentioning laundromats. Yeah. I mean, that's a big one. We don't think about those daily life tasks.
There's going to be a lot of questions, and these things aren't set in stone. I mean, you talked about earlier that the turnpike restrooms were reopened after. It was like, well, this makes more sense. So this is a dynamic list that it could expand, it could contract, but it's a dynamic list, and it's one that's open to feedback, and it's open to the logistics on the ground and what that looks like.
So you mentioned this is the new normal for the foreseeable future. Is there a timeline that businesses can say, okay, this is when I know there's light at the end of the tunnel, this is when I know I can reopen?
We will know longer once we see where this all goes. And those actions we are willing to take now, the sacrifices we are willing to make, will determine how long that lasts. And I just want everybody to understand. I was at the grocery store last night. You don't need to buy 100 items. You just need to get what you need. I said yesterday, everyone needs toilet paper. You don't need 50 rolls of it. You don't need to get in fights. You don't need to create this and feed into this panic, because we're not there, and we never will be there. But we are in a new normal, and everybody has to understand you all play a part. It's not just a slogan, it's the reality of it. And the sacrifices you are willing to make and the hardships that we are going to endure financially, psychologically, what have you, are going to be for one purpose, and that is to reduce the severity of this outbreak.
Because it is serious. Yourself, the governor, have taken very swift action in this. You were just here at the beginning of March 9th, I think was the last time you were here, and we were talking about this just as it was coming into the state of Pennsylvania.
And I said, the bias is trending towards more closures,
right,
more restrictions, and that still holds true. You know, I would not expect that, you know, a week from now we're going to say, well, boy, that's all taken care of. You know, look to where other states are going, look to what's the other experience in other countries, and know that we all play an active part. That's the overriding message, and that is what is behind the governor's order yesterday, is that we have to tamp down enough to stop the spread of this before some things like overwhelming our healthcare industries and otherwise occur. But again, that is not a signal to panic or that things are going to spiral out of control. It's very much in our control, and I think people need to remember that.
Okay. Lieutenant Governor, thank you so much, and we have more questions for you, so we'll have more on that coming up.